All right, pardon board is reconvening. We're at Raymond LaBorde Correctional Center. It's 3:47 PM on Monday, August 25th, 2025. And we have Mr. Falls. Is that you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and DOC number.
Yes, my name is Alexander Falls. My DOC is 632665.
And we ask the staff at the facility to please introduce themselves for the record.
Raven Heath classification, our warden is on the way.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Let me acknowledge we do have a participant by Zoom in support, Mr. Paul Falls, Alexander's father, and there at the facility is Tricia Dempster, his mother, as well as his stepfather, Jesse Turo. Also joining us by Zoom this afternoon is from the DA's office in Jefferson Parish, Mr. Randy Meyer, and he's asked to have some input as well. First, I'm going to read some identifying information in the record. Mr. Falls. Let me get to it. Here it is. All right. You are seeking a commutation of your sentence. You were sentenced for sexual battery, 2 counts of sexual battery in January of 2015. You're serving the 30-year sentence. You got a 30-year sentence on each count, but it's running together. It's running concurrently. You do have a parole eligibility date, which is in March of 2038. You don't earn good time. So your full-time release date is July 1st of 2043. Does all that sound accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Warden, thanks for being there this afternoon. Would you just introduce yourself for the record?
I'm Deputy Warden Nikki Shinberry.
All right. Thanks for waiting on us today. We appreciate it. Mr. Falls, so I've read the information into the record. We want to take your statement first to tell us why you're in jail and why do you think we ought to vote to commute your sentence?
I'm in jail for touching my sisters on the buttocks, vagina, the chest. I had them touch my penis and perform oral sex. I regret what I've done. I wish I could take it back. I really wish I could ask my victims for forgiveness because that was the worst thing I could have done. I actually have nightmares even to this day of what I've done to them girls. And I'm asking if y'all would give me a chance to prove that I'm not that person I was and that I would like a shot at living a life and not having to be here for a long time.
Okay. Warden, is there anything you can add about Mr. Alexander?
I'm sorry. He's taken some programs while he's been here. Several culinary programs, field safety, some IBCs he's gotten. He's taken Cage Your Age and has numerous faith-based certificates. And I'm showing that he's currently on the backlog for victim impact, living in balance, and risk management. He's only had 2 disciplinary reports since he's been incarcerated, and the last one was in 2017.
The risk management you refer to, is that a sex offender program?
In the program.
All right, thank you. All right, so let's hear then from the folks who want to speak on your behalf. First, we'll hear from your father, Mr. Paul Falls. You're still on mute?
You want to speak?
It's not all false.
Okay.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, this is Paul J. False. I am Alexander's father, and on his behalf, I just want to say we all make mistakes. We all learn from our mistakes. I feel like he's lost enough of his life being around his loving family, and we are all getting older, and I'd love to be able to spend some quality time with him as a loving father before I happen to be like some of my other relatives and get sick, end up in the hospital, and never getting to see my son again because I just turned 57, and I'm getting older every day, and I see people passing away around me every day.
Well, yes, sir. Thank you for taking the time to speak to us today. Now, at the facility, we have Ms. Tricia Dempster who wants to speak. We'd like to hear from her.
Yes, ma'am. Hi. My name is Tricia Dempster, I'm Alexander's mother. In the past 12 years since he's been incarcerated, I've seen a big change in him. He has made a bad choice, a severe bad choice in his past, which I've seen him try to improve himself. I've seen him take programs, come to a realization and take blame and fault for what he has done. But I also see someone who is growing, trying to improve himself, trying to be better part of a community. And I feel that given the chance to shorten his sentence or even be part of the outside world again, that he'd be able to redeem himself and show that he has changed and he realizes what he's done. And I just hope y'all are willing to give him that chance.
Right. Yes, ma'am. Thanks for speaking with us. Mr. Meyer, we'd like to hear from the DA's office, please.
Good afternoon, Randall Meyer, Assistant DA, Jefferson Parish. We are strongly opposed to a request by Mr. Foles for a commutation of his sentence. He was 20. His stepsisters were 10 and 7 when these acts started. He described what he did. Somebody doing that, a man doing that to these children, just totally inexcusable. He needs to serve his sentence, the sentence imposed by the judge, which is 30 years. No parole eligibility until after serving 25 years. I think that is a just sentence and that should be maintained. What's he done since he's been in prison? Well, he's really hasn't shown any rehabilitation. Looking at the record, he's not taken sex offender treatment, no victim awareness, no substance abuse, no pre-release programs. His risk assessment is moderate for substance abuse, mental health, and education, and his static 99 shows he's a moderate sex offender risk. To me, that shows that he remains a risk to doing this to other children if he were to be released without getting any type of programming. And I'm not sure that any programming can do anything to help him anyway. We're very strongly opposed to his request at this time, and hope the board agrees and votes that way. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate the input from the DA's office. Mr. Alexander, your case was assigned to Mr. Prater. Would you answer his question?
Yes, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
Yes, sir. Doing good, doing good. We won't spend a lot of time on this, but there were 2 victims, both of them under the age of 13. How old were they when this started?
Honestly, I honestly don't remember how old they were. Just know that they were young and that even to this day, I still don't know what crossed my mind when I thought that this was okay to do. I have made mistakes and I tried to tell my father that I was messing up, but at the time I think he thought that maybe there was a way we could solve it, but I should have just told my dad to let me leave, and I didn't. That was on me, and I'm gonna have to live with that for the rest of my life. So I know that I am wrong for what I did. I will always be wrong for what I did. But like I said before, I would like a chance to prove that I'm not a monster and that I actually am a good person. I just messed up.
Okay. And you were sentenced, you pled guilty to sexual battery of a child under 13, 2 counts. You were given 30 years, 25 to be served without benefit of probation, parole, or suspension of sentence. And you have served 13 years up to now. How many years have you served up to now? You served 13 years,
12 years.
12 years, okay? All right. I don't have any other questions.
Any other questions?
No.
I don't see any questions, Mr. Alexander, so we'll be voting. Mr. Prater?
Okay, Mr. Folse, I'm going to vote to deny because of opposition from all of law enforcement. You've only served roughly half of the 25 that you were supposed to serve without benefit. You hadn't even served half of that, and you got a total of 30 years. It's a heinous crime, terrible crime. You realize that now, I hope. But my vote is to deny because of those reasons: lack of time served, and DA and sheriff and judge and attorney general opposition in the age of the victims.
Thank you. Mr. Freeman?
I deny strong district attorney opposition, no sex offender treatment. So my vote is to deny, and I recommend you get that sex offender treatment done as soon as possible.
Mr. Tillis?
My vote is to deny due to strong law enforcement opposition and not enough time served.
Mrs. Staples?
I concur with all 3 of my colleagues, and I would add that I consider you a continued risk as a child sexual predator.
My vote today also is to deny for all the reasons that have been stated, and most particularly the lack of sex offender treatment. So today, sir, it's a unanimous decision that your application for clemency has been denied. Good luck to you. Warden, we're going to sign off. That concludes our business. It's 3:59. Thanks for accommodating me.
Thank y'all.